Hello YouTube, it's the cooperative channel ETGamer67, and it's a general sort of like, we tell you about all the games that we have for any console, and I'm going to be going through all 29 games I've got here, and telling you what's good, what's bad about each game. So if you come to buy them, you know whether it's worth or not. Say, well, let's start off now, start with Brink. Brink, I'd say, well, in my opinion, it's a very good game, but when it set off, not many people really bought the game. It didn't have a very good advertisement, no one really liked it. It's got a good concept, I would say, but then when they launched the game and sold it, it wasn't that good at all. But to keep the time down, I'm just going a little rough overview. Now, AVP, very good game as well. With AVP, I would recommend that it's an 18, so that, you know, a lot of big aliens butting off heads, but this game's one for, if you're a real gore and aliens and Pushers fan, this game for you. Bad point is about this game that the alien campaign is really quite hard and doesn't really give you much. You can get lost really easily and you just die too quick if you're a marine. But next one, Batman Arkham Asylum. I've completed this game twice, and £10. I've completed the game twice. It's got good ratings, 96% by Masterpiece, 95% by Game of the Year, 95%. 15, so if you're 15 you can buy it, if you're 16 you can buy it, all the stuff like that. It's more of a, as a game, it's more of like the Joker's like a psychological psycho killer, but it's like more like a strategy game, because there's a lot of strategy to it, because it's like puzzles and all this sort of thing. It's one for quite a, well, person who likes puzzles really. Left 4 Dead 2. Now, Left 4 Dead 2 is a masterpiece, I must admit, but it's very repetitive when you do the campaign. It's all the same thing. You spawn, grab guns in a safe house, you leave, you get to a safe house, and that's the end. That's all you do. You have to, finales are all the same. You have to like start up a motor or something, and then the whole horde comes, and you end up dying. Left 4 Dead 1, very similar to Left 4 Dead 2. Less zombies, better game in general, and see the best online shooter, multiplayer shooter. But it's still repetitive, because you've got to leave, you get a safe house, you spawn, you leave a safe house, you do a finale, and that's it. It's like that, but 4 times for each campaign. Now, this is my only game that's Kinect compatible, I think. Harry Potter and the Death Hallows Part 1. Now, it's a good game, I like it, but it's a little bit, it gets boring after a while, because you start doing the same thing, just going around, killing. If you're gonna like Harry Potter, books or films are the best one. Darkstar 1. I've played this game a fair bit. I generally, like I said, it had potential to be really good, but then the company went and mucked it up and it wasn't really that good at all. I mean, you have to be quite a determined player to play that game, because it's quite hard. But with Lego Indiana Jones, it's not that hard. But then a couple of missions quite good, but it just gets boring after a while, because it's not really much of a story. You know what's going to happen, and some bits it just glitches out, doesn't work. But that's my experience of the game anyway. I'm going for Storto 4, one of my other 18s that I have. It's a game for people who like to muck about. I don't bother with the campaign, honestly. I just go around on killing sprees all the time, having fun, getting the police and everything. It's a game for people who like to muck about. Now, Burnout series is good, but the Paradise Box wasn't really that good, because you just drive around, and to do challenges you have to like press LT and RT and all this, all the case is broken. And LT and RT, it doesn't really work very well. And it's not that good of a racing game. Now Section 8, this is one of my favourite games. It's quite fun, but then I don't know why, I just don't play it that much. Probably because I've got games that I'm addicted to. But then Section 8, not as good as the new one, Section 8, whatever it is, Requiem or something. But it's a game sort of like Halo, where you have, but then it's more like capturing checkpoints, and the checkpoints you have to capture, and then you capture bases. Now Halo 3, this is an awesome game. Came with 48 free hours trial. It's game of the decade. Now, made by Microsoft and Bungie, which means they're going to be really good. There's so many, it's actually so many good things about it. I mean, it's so famous that Machinima have done things about it, and pretty much everyone knows what Halo's about, what Halo is. Now, Call of Duty World at War, my personal favourite Call of Duty of all time. I mean, the first one to have zombies, best campaign is the co-op campaign. The online's a bit off. The online's not very good because it puts you into lobbies with the maps you don't have, and it's a little bit off and spawn in the middle of artillery strikes. That's World at War. Assassin's Creed, damaged case. Assassin's Creed 1, obviously, it's a good game, but then I just get bored doing all the serious stuff. I go around on killing sprees. That's what it is for me. Now, Lost Map 2 is sort of like you upgrade. It's all about fighting really huge. They're called Acrids. That thing is a G class, and they're like creatures 1,000 things bigger, 1,000 times bigger than you are. It's just generally it's a fun game. It's very similar to most first-person shooters. They're just a lot of fun. Splinter Cell. Now this is a game for sneaky people who like not getting caught and being stealthy. Not my thing. I like going guns blazing, but I do like a bit of sneaky stealth from now and again. But then the campaign is co-op. The online's good. It's got a lot of good reviews and everything. Halo Wars. Now this has, not officially, but by the fans who think it's the best real-time strategy game of all time. Better than Command & Conquer, which is really rubbish in my opinion. I don't like it at all. Don't even have it here. I left it at home because I didn't like it. I don't like Command & Conquer very much, but Red Alert 3. This is the best RTS. Yep, it's mixed. One of the best first-person shooters and one of the best future games. With a game for people who like not being one person, but controlling a whole army, having strategic battles where you have your Scarabs and your Warthogs and your Scorpions, and all together, and you wage war. Now, Forza Motorsport 3, I know it's outdated because 4's out, but this, in my opinion, is an amazing game. The graphics are amazing. I play this pretty much a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Ratings, good. Graphics, amazing. It's one of the best racing games of all time. It's as good as 4, not better, but as good. Now, Fable 3, this is a game which you can play once and you get bored because the campaign is exactly the same. But your weapons change, you upgrade. It's a game for people who like mucking around. You can have sex in the game, and after you've done the campaign, you just go on killing sprees. That's what I do. Black Ops. Now, this is a game for one of the best Call of Duty of all time. The zombies in this is like revamped, and you can get, like Dareesa, you get the pack-a-punches and you get the perks and everything. But the campaign is far different because the campaign's got a real story to it. It just gets you engrossed in it. Now, Halo Reach, this is by far my favourite Halo. Actually, yeah, it's better than Halo 3. My favourite Halo because you get, well, the Forge mode is far better on this game because you get to use phased and normal and all the other sort of type of Forge. And their multiplayer is much more fun. The leveling up is far easier. You have to win 4 billion games to get to level 2. And it's before Halo 3, the guns are more effective. Now, I'd say, look, the best-selling franchise in 360 history. Modern Warfare 3, when it came out, it just owned up. It beat the hell out of Battlefield. Battlefield 3, not really my type of game. It's too realistic, if you know what I mean, because you have lives and you can't come back after a while. But with this, it's all about the guns and the fighting and the shooting and having a hell of a time. Spec Ops and Survival are just amazing. The campaign is amazing. Multiplayer is amazing. Never have I found a flaw with this game. I did break it once, but I fixed it. Never found a flaw with the online or anything to do with playing the game. It's, in my opinion, just sod Battlefield by that. Modern Warfare 3. Now, LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. Like with LEGO Indiana Jones, it just gets boring after a while. All the missions are just the same and you get stuck. It's a fun game to muck around on with about an hour with your friends, but you get bored after a while. Now, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Another one on my 18th. It's an expansion pack for the normal Red Dead Redemption, which I have. We'll get to that later. It's like all games. Most games have like a zombie edge to it. And you're just saving America in the Wild West. It's like Red Dead with zombies. Instead of shooting people, you're shooting zombies. Surprisingly, it's harder. They haven't got guns, but you can still shoot them. Now, Skyrim, I've been playing this lately a lot as well. It's a It's a mega great game. It's got a dent in the back. I mean, it's far better than Oblivion instead of Sky. It's much better because Oblivion was a little bit, compared to this, it's boring. But this is just, it's not so in depth. You don't have to be like a really big fan of Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, to play it. It's far easier, the leveling up's easier, campaign's easier to do. I mean, the graphics are better, the races are better, the weapons are better, everything about this game is far better. Look, it's like one of the best games of all time. It's got loads of rewards. Red Dead Redemption, also, like Red Dead, it's Red Dead Under Nightmare without the zombies. But it's got a real story to it, and it's got a really sad ending, which really annoyed me because John died. But even after John dies, you get this really annoying son with really bad catchphrases, but you get to go around, like GTA, killing and shooting, but no cars. All this sort of fun. With cars, you can't drive them though. Now, ODST, more like sort of a little expansion pack on Halo 3, I would say. New campaign, but you do get a special multiplayer with it, and you get the Halo Reach multiplayer beta as well. But, the only thing I play this for, really, is the firefight, because that's the best bit. The firefight's really good. Now, PGR4, well, I call it PEG4, but PGR4, it's like, nowhere near as good as Forza, but it's an alright game, because if you do campaign, it's not very good, but if you do free mode, you get a lot of fun with the cars, yeah? And try and keep the video under 15 minutes on the last game. Now, Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It's a good game. It's got a lot of winners, best RPG and stuff like that, but then, I've never liked, I've played Oblivion, and I got stuck after a while, joined the Blades, all this sort of thing. And I admit, if you're a big fan, you like it, but then I get bored of it, and it's Skyrim. I just never got bored of Skyrim because there's so much fun stuff you can do. This is much more easy to understand. Now, this is an interactive video to our channel, mine and my friend's channel, which is the ET Gamers 67. We're going to be having a lot of fun with each other. We're going to be uploading every new thing we get, every new game, PC games, which I'll be doing them later, like Settlers, Rome Total War, which is broken, Empires, Medieval Total War, all this sort of stuff, Dawn of War as well, Warhammer. And that's what we'll do, we'll upload all of them, and we'll just show you our game collection, and whether it's worth to buy them or not. I think every game here is worth it, probably other than the Lego games, they're a little bit boring. But then I recommend you just, whatever games you want out of this, you just buy them and you have the time of your life. Okay? Well, this is it, it's the end of the video. ET Gamers 67 out.